Ahead of regional elections on Sunday, polls show the far-right AfD overtaking the German Chancellor's party in Brandenburg.
A second Hezbollah commander has been killed in a recent IDF attack in Lebanon.
The election campaign for a vote that could determine the fate of Germany's national government wrapped up on Friday. After strong showings in two other state elections in eastern Germany, the far-right Alternative for Germany might overtake Chancellor Olaf Scholz's centre-left Social Democrats in Brandenburg. Ahead of voting on Sunday, the AfD is leading on polls, followed by the SPD and the Christian Democratic Union. SPD regional head Dietmar Woidke has said he will resign from politics if the AfD win. The left-wing Sarah Wagenknecht alliance is expected to make a leap into the state parliament only months after its inception, and also following success in recent Eastern German voting. In light of double-digit poll ratings, the BSW could play a decisive role in preventing the AfD from becoming a part of a new state government, even if they come out on top. The Greens and the German Die Linke party have scored below 5% in polls and might not make it back into the state parliament.
A second top Hezbollah commander has been killed in a recent Israeli strike on Beirut, with the death toll rising to at least 31. Ahmed Mahmoud Wahbi and Ibrahim Akil died during an IDF strike on the southern suburbs of the city on Friday, according to the Lebanese militant group. Hezbollah said the two high-level leaders were among 15 operatives killed. The United Nations has called for a ceasefire as tensions escalate between Beirut and Tel Aviv.
We urge all parties to de-escalate immediately. All must exercise maximum restraint. We also urge the parties to immediately return to the cessation of hostilities and to fully implement Security Council Resolution 1701. The region is on the brink of a catastrophe.
Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian said if Middle Eastern countries were to unite, they could, quote, stop Israel from committing crimes across the region. The president's remarks were delivered at an annual military parade in Tehran, with the latest military weapons such as Shahed drones and hypersonic missiles on display.
The Russian Defense Ministry said over 100 Ukrainian drones were intercepted over Russia and occupied Crimea on Saturday, just as a Ukrainian drone was reportedly targeted and destroyed in the Kursk region a day earlier. An ammunition depot in the southwest Russian Krasnodar region caught fire in the attack, triggering explosions. Images provided by Astra show bright orange clouds and the sound of continuous detonations at the site. A major highway was closed and evacuations took place following the attack, but no one was reported injured. Meanwhile, in Ukraine, at least 15 people were injured in a Russian attack on Kharkiv, and a rocket attack on Dnipro left several homes destroyed. Fighting between Russian and Ukrainian forces also continues in Kursk, with the Russian Ministry of Defense releasing shots of what it claims shows aircraft eliminating Ukrainian armed forces manpower and material clusters in the Kursk region border area.
Hundreds of paratroopers dotted the skies over Hinkelsheide on Saturday to mark the 80th anniversary of Operation Market Garden. This was a highly daring but ultimately deadly World War II operation spearheaded by the Allies. Its aim was to win back the Netherlands and strike into the heart of Nazi-held Germany. But the mission was unsuccessful. 11,500 Allied troops died. 99-year-old Jeff Roberts was one of the survivors.
Well, I landed a warpager and a glider. But then our next job was to capture this area for the people to come in the following day.
Paratroopers from the Dutch Air Mobile Brigade and 12 other NATO nations took part in a series of jumps over the meadow to commemorate the soldiers' sacrifice. Up to 60,000 spectators flocked to the central Dutch field to watch the display, including a small group of army veterans.